Sumgano Chanko writes in Theory in the Randy Orton spot. Hey K100, hope you guys are doing well. Obviously, after Money in the Bank, the Dirt Sheets are saying Theory winning is the worst thing ever. But 2 years ago, they were saying WWE doesn't create new stars. Then they wonder why Vince doesn't listen to them. Anyway, Austin Theory is often compared to John Cena, but I could see more in the Randy Orton ilk. Orton was and still is the youngest world champ ever. He's been on the main roster for 20 years and has been a main eventer for 18 of those years. He worked with every legend WWE had access to for his legend killer gimmick. Do you think Theory is being placed in that early Randy Orton role? How successful do you see him being, and does the WWE sink or swim environment lead to wrestlers rising to the occasion in order to stand out? Like I said, I met Austin Theory this weekend. Did I tell you who the wrestlers that came into the club?
No.
Of course, Rey Mysterio's young son Dominic.
Right.
Austin Theory.
Right.
Matt Riddle.
Right.
And the Usos.
Right.
All cool guys. They're all very, just cool guys.
Right.
Remember I was talking about, like, I think Theory's being pushed too soon, too fast, too soon, like into the top spot. But it's like, dude, you haven't watched it yet. But
yeah, but then we saw that promo. Remember?
Yeah.
And we both said it was a star-making promo with Cena.
And bro, he got on Raw, excellent reaction.
Yeah, he looks like a star.
Yeah, he does look like a star, and it's weird because like like I said, all those guys. We were watching these guys a few years ago. You had Cross in NXT. You had what's his name? Dexter Loomis.
You had Danhausen.
Theory. Danhausen was not there. But we were going it was kind of weird because Theory wasn't. Remember, he was just on a losing streak all the time. Remember that thing? He was just losing every match. He was on, and and they took him from NXT and they made him the star and got rid of Keith Lee and Cross and all this other, all the guys that were pushed to the top in NXT they got rid of, and a lot of the underneath guys they kept them all on. But obviously Vince McMahon sees money in this guy, and I'm not gonna I think Vince McMahon is probably making a good call here, obviously. So, but yeah, I'm in on him too. So, his work is good too. So,
yeah.
But the Randy Orton, he doesn't need to be the next anybody because he's he just needs to be Theory. Just be himself. He's cocky, looks good, and chicks dig him.